As in 1993, Kenneth Hansen, Jean-Luc Pallier and Martin Schanker were among the leading men to watch. At the first round in Austria, great interest surrounded this car, the Citroën Xantia. It was driven by the reigning European champion Jean-Luc Pallier, but had very little development time spent on it. It wasn't expected to be quick straight out of the box, and Kenneth Hansen here, the man who drives the Citroën ZX Turbo, was expected to be the winner in Austria. He'd finished second to Pallier in the championship in 1993 and was aiming to go one better in 94. Up against the nimble ZX Turbo were cars from Ford, among others, Martin Schanker, the driver of the Ford Escort RS 2000, and after a lousy 1993, he was keen for an upturn in fortunes, while Per Eklund had switched away from the Subaru Legacy to this bi-turbo Subaru Impreza, which was bound to be quick.
Yeah, it's an Impreza. It's a lot of things is the same like the Legacy, but it's a smaller car, and we have put a twin turbo on it. So it's the first time on this meeting we try it. So maybe we have much more to learn, but it's working very well up to now.
So you have had no time to test it?
No, first test was yesterday here on the time practice, and I was quickest there, so it was not too bad.
I have to confess that it seems that we have built the car worse than it was when the season finished. It was reliable and good, and now we have all sorts of troubles. So we probably have to go home and build it back to the stage we had in the autumn.
You had lots of problems on the testing yesterday.
Yes, water pump seals and a lot of small niggly things, and fuses and petrol pumps, and well, a car contains of so many bits and pieces. So.
In Division 1, reigning champion Ludwig Hunsbett was back with his Ford Escort RS Cosworth to try and defend his title. Up against him were Nissan Sunids, this one in the hands of Ivan Opland, and Division 1 was bound to be close. There were new drivers and new manufacturers as well. In were Toyota, with two cars, one for Christer Bolin and the second to be driven by former cross-country ski champion Gunde Svan. His first full season of motorsport, and he was looking forward to it.
Only that you can compare is the moment with the racing, and it's the same when it's the competition starts. It's almost the same feeling, and when before the starting line, and so it's almost the same. But now we have cars, and last one you have skis, so it's a little bit different, of course.
What do you think about the Rallycross so far?
Yeah, it's a lot of testing to do with the cars. Now is the Toyotas is brand new, both cars, and so exactly the same transmission, everything is same, and we don't have tried it before, so it's a little bit of new experience also for us to get the cars so fast as possible.
And Kenneth Hansen was back with a new, improved Citroën.
I have built a new car for this year. After 1 year in this Division 2 class, we saw that we had a lot of changes to do. With the routine we got from the first year, we could put that in a new car, and that's we have done now.
Jean-Luc Pallier, though, had a bad start to the season. The Xantia did need more development, and he failed to make it into the all-important A final. The action starts, though, with the Division 1 A final. The lights go green, and a very good start by the Valvoline liveried car, that of Ludwig Hunsbett, but there's contact already there. The white Cosworth behind him, that of the German driver, Bernd Leinemann, making contact with the Toyota, right up alongside him, of Christer Bolin. Heading their way through that very tight little chicane, it's Peter Kramer moving through into third place with the Sapphire, and there are the Toyotas. Christer Bolin and Gunde Svan fighting over the tarmac, and running very wide there is Svan. He drifts out wide, he now slips to the back of the pack. Ludwig Hunsbett there in the lead. Rallycross circuits taking in a mixture of both tarmac and loose surfaces. There is Gunde Svan, the former cross-country skier, learning about Rallycross the hard way. Already the car looking rather second-hand. He's right at the back of the field, and Hunsbett leads. He makes his way now across the loose and back onto the tarmac, totally upsetting the handling of the balance of the car. These changes in surface. He's leading, and Svan is going off, heading towards us. Lots of understeer, just about gets away with it and carries on, but Svan now dropping further and further away from the rest of the field. Up front is Hunsbett. It's Bernd Leinemann there in second place, and a bit of a gap opening between the top two and third and fourth. Peter Kramer is in third place at the moment, and there is Gunde Svan in trouble. The Toyota crawling round, he's got a puncture, so Svan really in difficulties now. Ludwig Hunsbeck continues to lead this race. Bert Leinemann chasing after him in second place, but seemingly unable to find a way up on the terms with him, and Kramer there, having been assaulted earlier on by Christoph Bolin, now looking as though he may well share the rear balance on the Sapphire Cosworth. The true trailing Sierra in third, Christoph Bolin diving up behind him in fourth, and Kramer's got a wheel coming off them. The car understeers its way and slides into the corner. It rather looks as though the front left wheel there was trying to part company with the rest of the car. So Kramer is in real trouble now. Leinemann in second place, and there is Kramer, fighting for control, trying to maintain four wheels on the car. He makes contact now with Christoph Bolin, and now slithers his way to the side of the circuit. A bad start to the season for the Dutchman Peter Kramer. His race is run. Norway leads Germany, leads Sweden. British interest in Division 1 surrounds Richard Hutton, although he's not here in Austria, saving money because it's a very expensive championship to do with all the travelling involved. Plus, Hutton needs a new engine when he does make his debut in the series this year, and as the checkered flag goes out, Hunsbeck wins the A final and takes an immediate lead in the championship. Bert Leinemann finishes in second place with Christoph Bolin in third. Novacek, Svan and Kramer complete the top six. The Division 2 A final is about to get underway. The flame-spitting supercars blast off with the Audi of Tommy Kristoffersen there, trying to barge through the front row of Kenneth Hansen and Per Eklund. Well, it's Hansen in the lead, his fellow Swede Tommy Kristoffersen there with a big Audi up in second place. Per Eklund in third, and Eklund is a man of whom great things were expected. He won the last round of last year's championship with a relatively outdated legacy. Now with a very powerful new Subaru Impreza with two turbochargers on it, he really is expecting to go well. Kenneth Hansen in the lead. He set the fastest time of the day early on with a 2-minute 1.72 second run in the heats. That gave him pole position, and now he's trying to pull away. Kristoffersen is in second place and holding up now the Subaru, it seems. Eklund looking for a way past him, but all the time Hansen is stretching the car's legs, he's pulling away. Kristoffersen is in second place, Eklund is third, fourth is the white Escort of Michael Jernberg, fifth is Englishman Barry Squibb, and it's Martin Iversen completing the top six. Martin Schanker failing to get this far, he blew an engine in his third heat. Hansen through that chicane. Kristoffersen still ahead of Per Eklund. Swedish drivers in the top four places at the moment. Michael Jernberg there with the white Escort ahead of the red car of Barry Squibb. The Torquay Hotelier a little bit off the pace here, it seems. The Norwegian Martin Iversen leading the six cars in this A final. Barry Squibb discovering how much it costs to challenge the might of the European entrants in Division 2. Hansen in the lead. Eklund there, barging his way up alongside Kristoffersen. He goes through. He's into second place. Jernberg's into third, and he hits Eklund as well. Kristoffersen gets relegated from second to fourth, and up into second place now goes Jernberg. Eklund gets a tap in the tail from Kristoffersen. The Subaru gets sideways. Jernberg now with bodywork flapping at the front of the car. He's in second place. More contact again. Kristoffersen pushing Eklund. The pair of the cars fishtailing. Who's going to come out in front? The Subaru's on the outside. The Audi is on the inside, and Eklund just noses ahead. Hansen leads, that much is fairly safe to say. Second is Jernberg, third and fourth, Eklund and Kristoffersen having a tremendous scrap. Rallycross, a non-contact sport, but from time to time, things just go to the head, it seems. Kenneth Hansen is going to win here in Austria. He does so as he takes the checkered flag. Second place, is he going to be Jernberg? But he drifts wide there. Eklund comes through, so does Kristoffersen, and Michael Jernberg slithering off the course. Barry Squibb comes across the line. So all change as they make their way to the checkered flag. Martin Iversen finishes right at the tail end of the field. Hansen wins from Eklund Kristoffersen, with Squibb fourth, Jernberg being pushed down to fifth, and he has a very battered car for his pains. The Swedish driver Kenneth Hansen then wins the first